Indian Polity by Lakshmi Kant, which is one of the basic book in preparation of Indian Civil Service examination. Today let's discuss about a basic and important component in it, the Prime Minister. And let's start this from paragraph to paragraph. In India, Prime Minister is known as real executive and also known as de facto, but Constitution didn't mention any specific procedure for the appointment of Prime Minister. But Article 75 of Indian Constitution says Prime Minister should be appointed by President, but President can't elect anyone as Prime Minister. He should appoint the leader of majority party, Lok Sabha, as Prime Minister, but when there is no party has a clear-cut majority, he can impose his wish on electing Prime Minister. At that situation, President usually appoints the leader of largest party as Prime Minister. Here is an example for this. It happened for the first time in 1979 that Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, the then president, appointed Charan Singh, the coalition leader, as the Prime Minister. There is also a situation when president can appoint a person as a Prime Minister when the current Prime Minister dies all of a sudden. Look at this example. When Indira Gandhi was assassinated in 1984, the then President Jil Singh appointed Rajiv Gandhi as Prime Minister. But in the situation, the person who nominated by the President should prove his majority in Parliament in a reasonable period of time. The people like Charan Singh, P.V. Narasimha Rao and Atal Bihari Vajpayee are elected in this manner. In 1997, Supreme Court said that a person who is not a member of both houses can be appointed as Prime Minister, but he need to prove his majority in any one house within 6 months period of time. If not, he is removed from that post. Prime Minister can be from any of two houses, but their political party should have a majority of seats in any of the house. For example, Indira Gandhi, Deva Gowda and Manmohan Singh. These people belongs to Rajya Sabha and elected as the Prime Minister. Let's come to the oath, term and salary of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister oath contains 4 principal words. They are to bear the faith, allegiance to the Constitution of India, to uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, to faithfully and consistently discharge duties of his office, should show equity among people, caste, race and religion. The PM oath also contains that he should not reveal any secret related to India to any person at any situation. This is also present in the oath of all other higher government officials. The term is not fixed for the Prime Minister. He can hold the office during the pleasure of the President. However, it doesn't mean that President can't dismiss him at any point of time. As long as he enjoys the majority seats in Parliament, he can be as Prime Minister of India. Salary of Indian Prime Minister. At present, the salary of Prime Minister is over 1,60,000 and changes from time to time. He also gets the salary and allowances that are payable to Member of Parliament. Additionally, he gets sanitary allowances, medical facilities, travel facilities, etc. In 2001, the Parliament increased his sanitary allowances from 1,500 to 3,000 per month. Powers and functions of Prime Minister. He is treated as captain of the ship and he can execute and influence the state. The Prime Minister enjoys the following powers. He can recommend persons to be elected as the central ministers and the President can only appoint those people as ministers. He allocates and reshuffles various portfolio among the central ministers. He can ask a minister to resign or advise the President to dismiss him. He presides over the Council of Ministers and can influence the decision made by them. If he resigns, all the Council of Ministers should resign. In resignation and death of a central minister creates a vacancy, which a Prime Minister may or may not fill it and keep it vacant. He advises the President with regards to appointment of important officials like Attorney General of India, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Chairman and members of UPSC, Election Commissioner, Chairman and members of Finance Commission. Other powers and functions of Indian Prime Minister. He starts and ends parliamentary sessions. He is the chairman of Niti Aayog, National Developmental Council, National Integration Council, Interstate Council, National Water Resource Council. He plays significant role in shaping the foreign policy. He is the chief spokesperson of Union Government. He is the crisis manager in chief at political level during emergency. He is political head of all services. Relationship with President. There are 3 articles which deals with Prime Minister. They are Article 74, 75 and 78. Article 74 deals with Council of Ministers with President as the head to aid and advise the President. Article 75 says the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers are appointed and continued by the President until they have majority. Article 78 says to communicate to the President all decisions related to Council of Ministers in administration and furnish them for the administration.
Like, share and subscribe.